Psalm chapter 1 verse 1 says, "Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers." Now notice the progression here. First there's walking with the wicked. Wicked is just a generic word for evil, and walking shows that you're moving along with it. But then the person stands in the way of sinners. Sinners is a step further. It's no longer just doing the evil, it's starting to associate with it. That's why they're standing. They're starting to get more involved. But then it goes deeper. Nor sits in the seat of scoffers. Scoffers refers to people who are more deeply involved in that sin. Now, they're not just walking together, now they're sitting together. In other words, they're hanging out. They're having a good time in that sin. And that person has basically been sucked into that sin. That's the nature of sin, isn't it? Our biggest sin problems don't usually start with some big sins. They usually start with small things, with a small lie, a little outburst, a quick indulgence, just that one little look. And then we start walking with it, and then we stand with it for a little while, and then we eventually sit down with it. 2 years ago, there was a Christian comedian named John Crist, and he was getting to be pretty popular. Netflix was preparing to air one of his comedy shows. And then it came out an article that he had committed some sexual harassment and other sexual misconduct. He later confessed to struggling with sexual sin. Now, I don't know all the details, but I can tell you this. He didn't just wake up one day and decide that he would get a woman drunk so that he could take advantage of her. It likely started long before that with walking with the sin, and then standing with it, and then eventually sitting down with it. Now that's a sexual sin, but that's just one example. I could use numerous other examples of any type of sin, of lying, cheating, stealing, of indulging in drink or drug. If you're not careful, you're going to walk with it, and then you're going to stand with it, and then you're eventually going to sit with it. And because of that, we see that this person is not blessed because he does that. Or let me say it the opposite way. We see that a person is blessed when he does not do these things. And so with this in mind, I want to encourage us, let's be intentional about not letting ourselves get sucked into sin.